This next story is called Entitled Cousin. I'm a 44-year-old female. My disabled 65-year-old mother passed away several years ago. Before her death, Rachel, my 38-year-old cousin, spent a bit of time visiting her. My one sibling and myself, along with our spouses and children, made her funeral arrangements. We were very happy with our choices, flowers and pastors and singers. Rachel occasionally sang solos in church, but I wasn't blown away with her talent. Unfortunately, she immediately called asking if she could sing. She was very persistent, but we really wanted to keep the services as we had planned, so I asked her to do another job instead. I thought she agreed, but apparently I was mistaken. During the service, when it came time for the chosen soloist to sing, Rachel leaped from her seat onto the stage and began singing a cappella rendition of Amazing Grace. Then she began crying, then sobbing, then collapsed onto the stage in a quivering heap. Her husband had to carry her out of the church. She's the first and last person I've heard of feeling entitled to sing at a funeral. Okay, well, yeah, that is entitled. What is it with some people? They just have to make everything about themselves. Like Dependent Animator 271 says in the comments, she wants to be the bride at every wedding and the corpse at every funeral. But literally, OP, when your mum passed, she rang you to ask if she could sing at her funeral. You said no. How does no suddenly go from, oh, okay, she doesn't want me to sing, to jumping up on stage and giving a performance like that? That's embarrassing and so disrespectful. But some people just have to make everything about themselves. Firm75Z says, that had me cringing just reading it. Like, girl, this ain't American Idol. It's a funeral. Awkward doesn't even cover it. Active Collar 8124 said, before my friend's grandmother died, she specifically stated she didn't want Amazing Grace sang at her service. Well, his obnoxious cousins decided they wanted to anyway, and his obnoxious uncle, the son of the deceased, kept pushing for the song. Her husband and other kids eventually caved, assuming that while she didn't want that song, she would have wanted them fighting even less. The performance was okay, but cringy, as everyone knew she didn't want it. Yeah, that's quite common. What's with some people that just don't care about the wishes of the deceased person? They know they didn't want the song, but they're gonna sing it anyway. How is that even a consideration? You're there to pay respects to the deceased person. They specifically said they didn't want that song, but somehow you know better, and you're gonna sing it anyway? That's embarrassing. Blue Snowflake says, she's both an entitled person and I'm the main character. Yeah, that's true. Can you not just go to somebody's funeral and make it about that person? Do you have to always be the main character in every event? Do you have to make it always about you? FineAd150 puts it into context. Says, if you want to be the main character at a funeral, make sure you're the one in the box. Particular Tone 5338 says, my mother is entitled enough to volunteer at many funerals to sing. She doesn't have the greatest voice, but family/friends don't have the heart to tell her no. I used to be embarrassed, but now I just prepare my ears for the onslaught. Yeah, some people are just too nice and just don't know how to say no. And to be honest, as we can see from this story, saying no often isn't enough to entitled people who are just going to go ahead and do it anyway. Flicker Thistle says, bro, some people treat funerals like it's their own talent show. Like, it's not your spotlight. Chill. Yeah, it literally does make you wonder what's going through their mind. Like, are they literally rubbing their hands together thinking, oh great, a family get-together. Granted, it is a funeral. Somebody had to die. But hey, I get to get up on stage and sing my song in front of everybody. Yay, this is a good opportunity for me.